Hey everybody, Z Garcia here, and welcome back to another Best of the Month, where several of us are going to tell you about the best new to us games we've played over the previous month and why we liked it so much. So, here we go. I'm going to kick things off with my pick for the best game of the month for February for me, and that was this little unassuming two-player card game called It's Mine. In this game, it's a drafting game in which you are going to be drafting thieves, assigning them to locations to go to work for you, and then giving them actions on top of that, assigning those actions to the specific thieves at the specific locations. The game is all about the combos. It's combo-rific. It's all about getting the right colors of cards with the right actions assigned to the right characters. And like I said, it's a drafting game, so you're going to have a few cards, you're going to play one, your opponent will then play one, and you'll give them your cards, and you'll get theirs, and again, you'll play one, they'll play one, and so on. It's simple, it's straightforward. The symbology is a little on the heavy side, but once you play it once or twice, it gets a lot easier to figure out what's going on. And it is quick, engaging, interesting. I really liked it, so I would very much recommend you look into this one if you enjoy, Seven Wonders, that style of game. Great drafting game. It's Mine, my pick of the month.
Hi everyone. This month my new favorite game is Above and Below. I hadn't played it yet. This is the German version, Oben und Unten. Every time you take an explore action, then you get read to from this book of encounters. There are loads of different family-friendly stories that are all about exploring and meeting new creatures. I am loving this game, so you might want to check this out. Beautiful art, Above and Below, my game of February 2017.
It's Maggie Bot. It's my favorite segment of the month. It's Best of the Blend, and this month I am choosing Anachrony from Mind Clash Games. Anachrony is a 1 to 4 player worker placement game with a little bit of action selection mixed in. It comes from Mind Clash, who did Tricarion, and just like Tricarion, the production is bananas. This game is overblown, tons of art, lots of story, all the things, modules for days, variants for days, solo game. And I played the base game with asymmetrical player powers, because that's probably all I'll ever play, but it was good. It's great. I even paid the extra $20 to get minis that are completely unnecessary, but they're gorgeous. So the game is really beautiful. What's really fun about the game is that there's not that many victory points. Your whole point is that there's an incident coming. It's like a meteor or an asteroid, and you know that's happening, so you're going to convince the people of the city to take refuge with you more than the other players, and that's like a lot of points. But one of the ways that you can get there is by taking loans out against yourself. You tell yourself, "Self, thanks for all this free water. You should pay that back." And in the future, you have to build a building, go back in time, pay the water. And if you do that, you pat yourself on the back and give yourself a few victory points. If you fail to pay those loans, at some point you're going to start taking these nasty things and get anomaly buildings, and they take up space on your very limited player board. Really interesting stuff. I could go on for days. I've only played it a couple times, but it's got some real potential, at least for just being a nice, easy summer game. I know it sounds like it's a lot of game, but it's actually pretty reasonable and easy to learn. So I highly recommend, and I will see y'all next time.
Hello, and my pick for the month of February is Santorini, designed by Dr. Gordon Hamilton and published by Roxley Games. Now the reason why I like this game is because you can teach anybody in under a minute. All you do is move, and then you put a building down, and whoever gets their pawn on the 3rd level of any building wins the game. Now once you get the base game down, you can introduce God cards which completely change the way that the game is played. Well, my pick for the month of February is Santorini. Check it out.
Howdy folks, Rebecca and Hunter here from Family Showdown, and my pick of the month is a bit of a surprise for me, and that was Compatibility. I like playing a wide variety of games, and it was kind of fun to play a so-called non-gamer sort of game with a bunch of gamers, and had a really good time with that. And that's Compatibility. Check it out.
Well, that was an amazing experience playing that game, but it is not my game of the month. My game of the month is the storytelling greatness of Above and Below. Above and Below is a great game. It's very thematic. You have little guys that go down exploring in caves, and you get to do a little choose your own adventure storytelling kind of stuff. It's a great experience, a fun game to play, and I love Choose Your Own Adventures. That's why I love them.
It's Roy Canny from Epic Gaming Night, and my best of the month is Millennium Blades. This is a game that is a real-time game that emulates the lifestyle of CCGs. You're trying to collect cards, throwing down stacks of money, buying booster packs, trying to get the right cards that'll fit into your deck. You're also trying to build collections, and you get certain points if you have certain numbers of the same types of cards, and you're also trying to build a proper deck that can go up against the other players in tournaments. You have like pre-release tournaments and then secondary tournaments and third tournaments, and you're trying to figure out how to build a good deck that has good synergies that can get you lots of points, but also disrupt your opponent's plans with their deck. And it's a crazy amount of fun, frantic real time, and a crazy game that I haven't seen anything like. And that's why my best of the month is Millennium Blades.
Hi, this is Amby from Board Game Blitz, and my favorite new-to-me game of this month was Nine Tiles. Nine Tiles is from Oink Games, the same publishers of Insider, A Fake Artist Goes to New York, and Deep Sea Adventure. They all come in these small boxes and they're really portable. And Nine Tiles is a short, quick game where players are racing to finish this 3x3 grid of patterns. Everyone gets these 9 tiles that are double-sided and have different shapes on them. And whoever finishes their pattern first and slaps the card wins. So it's really fun. I really like speed games, so it was a must-buy for me once I played it. And that's 9 Tiles.
So best of the month. Best of the month this month. Just gotta go to Great Western Trail. This game is incredible. Great Western Trail is one of those games that's going to live out there for a long time. It's got a lot of legs to it. It is a heavy Euro that is medium to heavyish, I guess, but man, is it good, and it's accessible, and it's got a lot of mechanics that you already are familiar with and you're going to love, so I definitely recommend. My favorite game in the month is Great Western Trail. This was given to me as an early birthday gift. My birthday's actually not until next week, but this game is so good. I just love it. It's one of those games that you just feel good about playing. The theme's not done a lot. I mean, sure, cowboy, sure, westerns, yes, but you're not a you're not a gunslinger, you're not anything like that. You're a true just cattle wrangler, getting cattle from the wilderland source, wherever cattle come from, to Kansas City to be shipped out to the rest of the country. Great Western Trail. It's hard to find, but my gosh, is it good. Definitely check it out. Stronghold Games knocked it out of the park last year with it and Terraforming Mars. What can I say? It's incredible.
Hey folks, Mark here. My pick this month is Sherlock Holmes, Consulting Detective, Jack the Ripper and West End Adventures. This one is a standalone expansion to the original with updated graphics, and it features 10 more cases that need to be solved. Okay, so 6 are independent West End Adventure cases, which are redesigned and updated from the 95 expansion, and a series of 4 new cases based on the Jack the Ripper murders. Okay, so yes, the storytelling can be very dark, especially with the Ripper cases, but we found the storytelling and puzzle solving to be really engaging and enjoyable. The graphics and text are so much better and so improved over the original. And the presentation is simply fantastic overall. And check it out, the box even has this old book feel to it, setting the mood right out of the box. So, just like before, you were matching wits against Sherlock himself and scouring London for those much-needed clues. See if you can be the better detective. This is one of those games we can't wait to get back to. So give this one a closer look and keep an eye out for our review in the near future.
Hey guys, Robert here. Best of the month for February 2017. And for me, hands down, no questions asked, that game was The Colonist. A wonderfully epic Euro game with a large footprint on the table and having a bit of a civilization feel to it. I put it on the table around mid-month, played a few games, and honestly it didn't leave the table. I left it set up. Anyone who would come over and play it with me, I played it with. So for me, that was my game of the month. See you guys next time.
My favorite game of this month is an easy one. It's Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is it's a huge box of a game. It's a dungeon crawl, an adventure game. It's like I said, it's huge, and I've already played it over 10 times easily. I'm going to play it more. I'm playing the game solo of all things. I love the character building. I love the world building. I love the very cool card combat play. You know, it's a game that even has a little bit of grinding in it as you go up levels, and I'm not minding that. I'm actually having a lot of fun seeing the different combos and things that I can pull. It's definitely a game that gets better as you play it, but my game of the month, my game of the year so far, and that's Gloomhaven.
Hey there, I'm Jason Peacock. This month, my best has to be Santorini. I almost picked Arcadia Quest Infernal because I love that game, but I've only gotten to the table once. I've played Santorini close to 50 times in the last month, mostly with my 8-year-old son. This game is the true definition of simple, elegant, with depth, and there's so much variety. This will be in my collection for the rest of my life. Santorini is just an amazing game. Great 2-player experience, and pretty fun with 3 or 4. So that's my best of the month, Santorini.
Hey friends, Chubby Meeple here to talk about my favorite game that I played in February of 2017. That game is called Too Many Bones, designed by Adam and Josh Carlson and published by Chip Theory Games. Too Many Bones is a dice-building RPG that sees you chucking a ton of dice, attack dice, defense dice, different skill dice from your character's skill trees to fight different monsters and beasts throughout the land, poison-type creatures and dragons and orcs and goblins, but you're moving around the battle mat, chucking those dice to get your attacks and score attacks, avoiding special abilities that the evil guys have. You've got a set number of days to make it through the land to fight and defeat the final tyrant, and the whole time you're going and earning progress points, you're also earning training points so that you can upgrade your character's stats, as well as unlocking additional stat dice or additional skill dice that can be used. You also, as you're rolling mixes, there's a really unique mechanic in here where as you roll a miss on defense, skill dice, on attack dice, you can actually slot those into your board into something called a backup plan and then use those misses or spin those misses to do other special abilities. So very cool game, very fun, very much a cooperative RPG feel to it, but again, just a ton of dice chucking, a lot of way to mitigate the luck factor. Definitely recommend checking this out. The artwork, the component quality is incredible. You're absolutely going to love it when you get your hands on it. That is Too Many Bones, designed by Adam Carlson, Josh Carlson, published by Chip Theory Games. Keep your eyes out. I'll be doing a full review of this coming up here very shortly here on the Dice Tower, and until next time, keep gaming, friends.
And that's going to do it for us on this Best of the Month. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc. Cool stuff in stock. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.